be honest with you.
Do you want us to look like at ourselves or at you, or what do you want to do?
Whatever you're comfortable with.
Okay, cool.
So
Where
we're
is the
back
camera?
at where's
Oh,
there. We're back at Hot Dogs.
Yes.
We were just in the studio, but so we got to get in that mindset now. We are with the guys from Wizard Mode, which awesome dog because I think my review for went up yesterday with the things. So we've got Nathan, one of the directors, and Robert, who is the championship pinball guy. You're like a world champion
Of the world.
dude. I mean, that's just dude, that's awesome.
Yes.
And I wanted to know because do you have a favorite table to play on?
Twilight Zone?
Okay,
Oh,
nice,
sweet.
just like that. I love that. Okay, because I haven't played pinball in years, and just watching you play, I'm aghast. I'm like, this guy's no. I'm not even sure I can be in the same room with him because, dude.
Well, we spent today. We were doing press over at Cabin Fever, which is a
Yeah.
pinball bar
Oh,
in
sweet.
Oh, I
Toronto.
saw the pictures. Yeah.
Wherever we are.
Yeah,
right now.
and in Toronto, and so what was funny is they had an Indiana Jones game, which is a popular game, and Robert got the grand champion score. So,
Nice.
and they called the guy who had the previous grand champion score while Robert was about to break his score. I was like, "You should come over. Your score is about to go down." And the guy came over. He was really cool about the whole thing, but he was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe
That's
you got that many
amazing.
points." And it was pretty. You didn't even put in that much effort, man. To be honest, like that was like you were barely breaking a sweat. That's great.
Yes.
Now, how did you find out about Robert? I mean, what brought you into his life?
Robert's a bit of a legend in the Vancouver pinball community. I wasn't a big. Me and Jeff, the co-director, we weren't big pinball guys, but we had a friend, Brennan Lloyd, who was a big pinball guy in Vancouver, and he would always play with Robert. And he basically was so that he was like almost unbeatable. That his name was on all the machines around town. And so he first introduced us to him, and then that's kind of how we got interested. So we reached out to the family, and we ended up, going over to their house, and we basically just played pinball in the garage, and that was how it all started.
Well, that sounds like a perfect afternoon. Actually.
It was
Pinball, some beers, some bros. You're good.
Yeah, Robert's family's got how many machines?
Wow.
What? Okay. That just fires the jealousy in me because I had an Atari.
Yeah.
But that's amazing.
Well, he keeps on winning them.
Right.
That's the thing.
Yeah,
Like,
and then
how many
what?
of you won in the last year and a half? 3?
That's crazy.
5.
5. Okay.
Oh, whoa, okay.
Now, Robert, do you ever get bored playing on a table, or is it, this one doesn't do anything for me?
This one I don't get bored on pretty well most tables.
Okay.
But you are going to sell Mustang and get Ghostbusters, probably, right?
Yeah, thinking of selling one to get Ghostbusters because Ghostbusters has real potential.
Okay.
That's the newest Stern machine. They just brought it out.
Okay, now you say Stern machine, and I just think you're really mean.
Yeah, sorry. Stern is the largest pinball manufacturer. They're based out of Chicago.
Oh. Because we knew, what is it? It's Detroit. It's got the big festival.
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. I knew it was one of the small towns.
Pittsburgh's the mecca of pinball.
Yeah, and I
So-
loved watching those sequences because I'm just like, oh, I don't even, like I said, I don't play pinball, but I was getting tense watching just the pinball. I'm like, oh my god, does it do it? Will he make it? And then of course at the end, spoiler, but it's stunning to watch.
Cool, thank
And
you.
I just love the fact, now, do they broadcast them on the internet? Is that how your family was watching, Robert?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Why don't you tell them about that?
We broadcast on Twitch.
Okay, that
Oh, on
totally
Twitch,
makes sense.
That's right. I remember
okay.
hearing that.
Yeah, so it's cool because then everybody can watch, and it's fun because as we've been doing press for the film and stuff, people start to come out and people will be like, "Why so we watched Robert win it on Twitch?"
Right?
And stuff because it gets a pretty good audience.
I bet. 'Cause I just
You like being on Twitch. That's like one of your favorite parts of it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, Robert, you had to let these guys follow you around for like what, 2-3 years?
2 years.
So what was that like?
Exciting.
Yeah.
But also going on exciting trips.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. You got to get out there on your own for a couple of trips, and you went to New York. And
Yeah.
dude, I haven't been to New York. I need to get to New York.
Tell them about the train. This is our funny travel story.
Okay.
So we actually once went by train from Everett to Chicago.
So Seattle to Chicago.
Seattle.
Yeah.
The train station was in Everett, and we were like on the train for like 2 days.
Oh god.
And
Yeah, that's like.
in the rooms, I didn't find it that comfortable.
Okay, but now you're making it seem like Jeff and I were like the bad guys here.
No,
Why were we on the train, my friend?
because they didn't want to fly anymore.
Robert.
Okay, but I totally get that.
But
Totally
then what
get
did you
that.
tell me 9 hours into the trip?
Now I can see. Now I wish we flew.
To which I responded, "You're not allowed to say that. You have to enjoy yourself."
Yeah, you just look at that window.
Get to
yeah.
that window.
But it was cool because we always say that if we hadn't taken that train trip, it would have been a really different movie because a lot of the VO in the film
Yeah.
came from that trip
Oh,
because
wow.
it was just us in a tiny little room for actually it ended up being 57 hours each way.
Wow.
And so it was really good, and it was definitely like a big bonding experience. We did that pretty early on, so it was like the ultimate icebreaker. So
Nice.
I'm
Yeah, 'cause
actually,
there's
I always say,
nobody else to
I'm
do
always
that.
like, Robert, as much as we joke about how awful the train was, like it's rad that we did that.
Oh, totally. Now, a lot of people often talk that the documentary that they started to make isn't the one they ended up with. Did yours change along the way, or did you get exactly what you thought you were going to get?
No, ours changed a little bit. I think we always knew going into it there was going to be a balance between Robert, the amazing pinball player, and Robert, like the young man finding his place in the world. Like we always knew there was going to be that balance. But I think, we went to a lot of tournaments with Robert, and Robert did really well in a lot of those tournaments, but he didn't walk away with the number one
Yeah.
trophy, right? And so that kind of changed things up for us a bit, where we. Because we had to, we were like, okay, well, we don't have, like, he didn't get the giant trophy, so now we need to, like, rethink our ending. Because
Yeah.
we always kind of assumed, like, that would be our ending, and I'm really glad it happened that way.
Totally.
Because what it ended up doing is it made us really focus more on life, and we talked to Robert a lot about this being like, pinball is amazing and pinball is important, but life is that's the real challenge, right? And that's why I'm really happy, like, because his dad, like, we weren't there at Papa when he won the World Championship. Maurizio called us, his dad, and was like, I think he's going to do it. He's in the top 8. And we're like, start filming. And we had already locked the movie. This was 2.5 weeks ago. And so then, Maurizio filmed Robert win and then sent us a Dropbox link of the footage. We're like, called our editor. We're like, dude, we're so sorry. You're going to have to make a little change
That
to
was
the film.
really good.
So,
Yeah, because I watched it and reviewed the original cut.
The rough cut,
And
yeah.
then Ingrid emailed us the final cut. She goes, you need to see the new ending. So I'm like, all right, done. And then we're like, totally, where is it?
Yeah, I know. I was like, what could have possibly happened? Oh.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, how often do we get to stand in the room with the World Championship, right? I mean, dude. That's all I can say is dude, because I couldn't do that. Not even remotely. I love that. And I love that you've got your favorite table. Is there a table you hate?
There are no. I like all pinball games.
So, okay, good. 'Cause
Doesn't matter what table.
Now, do you play any of the, like there's stuff on tablets and stuff as well? Do you
Pinball
play?
arcade.
Yeah. How does that compare?
Kind of predictable patterns.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. See, I didn't know.
it's a good way to learn the rules. Like, I don't know
Yeah.
pinball like Robert does, so I'll use it to learn the rules of the games.
Yeah.
But because the thing is like real pinball machines, there's physics involved.
There
is,
On the
yeah.
tablet, it's just like more like a video game. You know what the ball's going to do every time. Because in the in the real thing, it's like each table's different. Like maybe
Yeah.
talk about how what I mean. Like explain that. You're better at this.
Well, basically in pinball arcade, the physics just doesn't change, and
Okay.
the ball patterns are so predictable. But on a real game, not so much.
Right, because there could be imperfections in the table or the way it's
Yeah,
on
there
the
was
floor.
one. There was a scene where the magnets weren't all working.
Oh yeah,
properly
that's
or
right.
something.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, which totally makes sense, but yeah, sadly, all I do is play on my tablet. Yeah.
Plus,
so-
there's something when there's a physicality.
Yeah,
There's
Yeah.
weight and stuff you can actually touch
You
and
can kick it, and
yeah.
tilt it, which is what I would do. There'd be a lot of kicking involved. Yeah. But they all look so cool, and I'm envious of the fact that you've got like 12 at home. Because I always wanted one of the big movie themed ones, because I'm a huge movie buff, right?
Like
just-
Ghostbusters?
The Walking Dead.
Like
Yeah.
Walking Dead. Indiana Jones, Star Trek, whatever. They all just look cool because they have the sound effects that I'm a geek. So.
Totally. Well, I mean, I'm pretty excited because there's an independent company in Europe that's putting out a Big Lebowski table.
No,
What?
stop right now.
And the cool thing is they actually licensed all the music and the
Oh.
voices. Because a lot of times when the tables, like
Yeah,
people
it's not
got
the
pretty mad
voices,
about
yeah.
Walking Dead because like the main dude's voices weren't in it, and that was kind of a bit of a thing with
Okay,
mega
see, I didn't
fans,
know that.
where they're like, oh, it's not actually his voice or whatever. And,
Yeah.
but it's still an amazing game. Like Walking Dead's so much fun. But with Big Lebowski, they went the extra mile.
What about the 24 one? Is that actually?
Do you know if 24 is actually Keith Sutherland?
not really sure.
Yeah, we don't. It's,
Yeah.
that's
I don't have a lot of
I
that
saw
game,
you play it in the movie, and I was like, wait.
I don't have a lot of knowledge of that game.
Yeah.
It's not. It's surprisingly, it's not that common of a game.
Yeah.
You don't
It's
see
too
that.
long.
I actually didn't even know one existed until I saw it in the film. I was like,
Yeah.
wait, what?
But it's also none in Vancouver where I live.
Oh,
see,
yeah.
so it's not important. But the Ghostbusters one just sounds awesome.
They
Just
just
came out.
they actually just
Does
put
it?
one
Okay.
recently at the Lamplighter
Nice.
Back in
in Vancouver.
Yeah. No, it's here. It's at Cabin Fever.
Okay.
That's part of the reason why we were so excited when we checked out Cabin Fever was because they have
Oh
Ghostbusters.
man. Yeah, see, I would totally play that just to say, yeah, because Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Because I'm like that.
See, I gotta say too, I loved all the voiceover stuff and all the conversations because this is one really smart guy.
Yeah.
Gunman, I was gonna say, young man. I actually wrote a blog post about something Robert had said. I can't even remember what it was, but I couldn't get it out of my head, and I was like, this kid is like blowing me away with how well he knows himself and the world around him,
Yeah. Well,
and can communicate it because I can't very well.
well, it's like one of the things I always say is like we're always impressed with Robert's sense of humor as well as his ability to kind of look objectively at his own life. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still struggling with all of that.
I know. That was the thing.
Yeah.
There were so many things that you would say where I was like, that's me. I know exactly what he's talking about. He's just saying it better than I do.
But that happens a lot on our
Yeah.
show. It's true. Now you've got a screening tomorrow and you've got one Saturday.
Yeah, so the screening tomorrow, it's, you can find out all the screening locations and information at wizardmodefilm.com or Facebook /wizardmodefilm. But then, yeah, we got a screening tomorrow and a screening on Saturday. The Saturday screening is kind of special. We're partnering with Autism Ontario.
Oh,
Oh, that's right, I read that little blurb.
So it's going to be what they call sensory cinema, which means the sound will be a little bit lower and the lights will be a little bit less dark,
Okay.
just to make it a little bit less intense for people that are on the spectrum, because some people find like the normal movie-going experience intense. That said, it's not like it's going to be like full house lights or anything. It's just a little bit a little subdued.
But I love that films like yours are aware of that though, and there's a few of them this year that are actually doing that, which is great.
Yeah.
And it's just just me. I don't think of these things. Not that because they're not in my brain, I guess.
Well, Autism Ontario has been like a big help for us. Like they helped us with our crowdfunding campaign as far as getting our message out there.
That's way
Autism
cool.
Canada helped a lot too. So they're and like actually last night that was the most meaningful feedback that we got was that one of their I believe it was executive director. Don't quote me on that. But one of the people from their organization came out and said that it was the most. They found it to be the most realistic portrayal or film dealing with somebody on the spectrum they've ever
That's
seen.
amazing.
So that to us is like that's huge. That's like
Right.
we're like okay, mission accomplished.
Yeah.
Like ultimate.
It was the
success.
first description that I read where I emailed him and I was like, we need to get this one, we need
Yeah.
to watch it, and we need to interview
Yeah.
whoever comes to town.
Yeah.
Because,
Cool. Thanks.
yeah, and then I think, I was like 3 minutes in, I already love this guy.
Yeah, she texted
I
because
texted
I
her.
watched it first. I wrote my review, and then I think you watched it not last weekend. I think the weekend before.
Yeah.
And 3 minutes into, she goes, "Oh my God, this is amazing. I love this guy. We need to talk to them." I think we're on.
And now we're here.
Right? Which is great. I love the fact that you guys have time to chat with us. for
Yeah, no
starters.
worries.
And looking forward to seeing what you do next. Because now that I know you're
What
on
can
Twitter,
you do next? Well, I guess what can't you do also, but
Got to hold on to that championship.
yeah.
Yes.
Right?
It's like Game of Thrones, but for pinball, just nobody could take it.
That's every year. And there's tons of other little championships along the way, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's the circuit, like there's
Yeah.
the pinball
Yeah.
circuits. There's actually quite a few tournaments. And how many major tournaments? Like 10?
8, 10. I'm not really sure the exact number.
So it's like at least one a month.
Yeah, well, you do what, 20, 30 weekends a year
Yeah.
on the road? Nice tournaments.
I'm tired just thinking about that, so glad you're doing it, not me.
Okay.
So, gentlemen, thank you very much
Yeah,
for your
thank you
time.
so much.
Cannot wait to see it. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Thank you. It was
Thank
amazing.
you.
That was great.
It's
Make
so
sure you
good
check
to
it
meet
out.
See you later. Thanks,
30
guys.
goals, too.
There you go.